Always start by priming your eye. It's going to create a nice base for the shadows, intensify their colors, and make sure they don't crease throughout the day, which is super important if you're going to be at school. Next, taking this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette in Warm, which can be bought at Urban Outfitters for $5, we're going to be selecting this kind of bronze shadow and taking that on a flat shader brush. Using patting motions, I'm just going to apply that all over the outer half of the lid, kind of working it into the outer crease. Next, taking this lighter sort of champagne color, I'm going to get that just on my ring finger, and I'm just going to apply that on the inner half of the eye, kind of mixing where those two colors meet. Then taking this lighter color, I'm going to be applying that on the inner corner of the eye, again just using my ring finger. Honestly, I find that your fingers have just as much precision as a brush, if not more, and it's easier, so. Now taking this matte dark brown color, I'm going to get that on a fluffy crease brush, and I'm just going to apply that in the crease and outer corner of the eye to kind of help fade things out and give some more depth to the look. Now taking a pencil brush, I'm just going to get it in that same dark brown color and apply that on the outer kind of 2/3 of the lower lash line. Then going in with that first color we applied on the lid, I'm going to help use that to intensify the crease color, and again drag that along the lower lash line. Next, taking a matte flesh toned highlight, I'm going to get that on a big fluffy brush and apply that just under the brow and kind of use it to clean up the sides of the eyeshadow as well. Now taking a matte black eyeshadow, I'm going to get that on a flat topped eyeliner brush and just use that to line my upper lash.
I'd like to be there to say goodbye.
Now taking a black gel eyeliner, I'm going to get that on an angled eyeliner brush, and I'm going to use that to line my tight line. Now I like gel liners because I think they kind of stay on better and are less likely to transfer throughout the day. Now taking your favorite mascara, apply a couple of coats to both the top and bottom lashes. Moving on to the face, we're going to start off with a nice bronzer to warm up our complexion. I'm going to get that on a tapered face brush and just apply that along the hollows of my cheeks, and then also applying it using the 3E motion. And blend it down into the neck. Now moving on to blush, I'm going to be using this Josie Maran product, which is very similar to a NARS Multiple. Application is super easy, just roll it onto your face and then using your fingers blend it out. The warmth of your hands should really help to make the color look really natural. Now taking this MAC lipstick in Frost Thrills, it has really pretty gold reflex to it. I'm going to be applying that and then topping it off with a MAC Tender Tone. I love these because they are super moisturizing, and while this bright orange may look intimidating, it's very natural when put on the lips and it tastes really good too. And that's the finished look. You're very pretty and bronzed for your first day of school. Start as always by applying my favorite primer, which is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. So just apply that all over the lid and then also on the lower lash line, since we'll be applying shadows there as well. Next, taking a matte flesh toned eyeshadow, I'm going to be getting that on a big fluffy brush and applying that just all over the lid, using it both as a highlight but also just as an all over lid color. Then taking a matte medium toned brown color, Naked by Urban Decay is by far my favorite crease color, probably ever. I'm going to be getting that on a fluffy crease brush and just applying that into the crease of my eye to add a bit of definition on the upper lid. Now I'm going to go into my Naked palette, and you can also find the color Naked just so you know in there, but I'm going to be taking this color Virgin and applying that to the inner corner just to add a bit of a highlight. Next, I'm going to be taking this black color here, and I'm going to get that on a flat-topped eyeliner brush, and I'm going to smudge that into the upper lash line, which is going to help our lashes look thicker. Next up is to take a really pretty teal eyeliner. This is by Cargo, and I'm going to apply that to my lower waterline. Then I'm just going to smudge it out using my finger. It's going to kind of act as a base for the shadow we're going to apply on top of it. So next I'm going to take my Urban Decay Sustainable Shadow Box and this color Flipside. I'm going to be taking that color on a kind of small eyeshadow brush and tap off any excess because you don't want to get any in your eye, and then use patting motions which will decrease the amount of fallout. Next step is to just curl your eyelashes. And then using a black gel liner, this is Maybelline's Eye Studio Gel Liner in Blackest Black, I'm going to be getting that on a small angled eyeliner brush and using that to just line my waterline, which will again give the appearance of thicker lashes. Then just apply a couple of coats of your favorite mascara. And those are the finished eyes, just neutral with a pop. Onto the cheeks, we're just going to be taking this really pretty kind of corally shimmery blush by MAC. It's Spring Sheen, one of my favorite blushes. And we're just going to get that on a blush brush and apply that along the apples of our cheeks and swooping it upwards. I'm just going to finish off with a very neutral gloss. This one looks very intimidating. It's just a tender tone by MAC in Purring and a really pretty bright orange, but it's very neutral on the lips and just applies a natural shimmer. Always start by using a primer even if you're not going to be using eyeshadows, because it'll help to even out the skin tone on your eyelids and make sure anything you do apply on them throughout the day will not crease. Next, I'm going to be taking a concealer, and this one comes with its own little brush, which is really nice, and I'm just going to apply that all over the lid to further even out the skin tone. And then just using my finger, I'm going to blend that out. Now taking my powder and the puff that it comes with, I'm going to just use that to powder my lid to set the concealer. Now taking a black liquid liner, this one I really like because of its very fine tip, I'm going to be lining along my upper lash line just using short strokes, and just take your time and, don't worry too much about mistakes you make because they can always be cleaned up using some makeup remover. Now make sure that you let it fully dry before you move on to the next step. Now curl your lashes. This I actually recommend doing before you apply the liner because, as you can see, you can get a gap between the liner and your lashes this way, which can easily be filled in but is kind of a drag. So always curl before you line, which I forgot to do. My bad. Next, taking a black gel eyeliner on a small angled brush, we're just going to line our tight line. And finish off with our favorite mascara. I really like this one because it has two different wands. One is for lengthening and the other for volumizing. So start with the lengthening one. And then I like to top it off with the volumizing one for really full, lengthy lashes. And those are the finished eyes. Face, I'm just going to be taking this Josie Maran all over kind of color stick and applying that using dotting motions to my cheeks. And then using my fingers, I'm just going to blend that out. The warmth of your hands will help to diffuse the color evenly over the cheeks. Now for the lips, we want to do something fun and bold because you want to be noticed and paid attention to. So I'm going to be taking this bright red lipstick and I'm just going to apply that. Then taking a lip brush, I'm just going to go in and fix any mistakes I've made and make sure that it's evenly coating all of my lips. And now you're finished! To instantly look more awake, fill in your eyebrows. I'm going to be taking this matte brown shadow. It's Naked by Urban Decay and it's the perfect shade for my eyebrows. And I'm going to get that on a small angled brush. And I'm just going to begin filling them in very lightly, starting on the outer part and moving in towards the center of my face. Now taking a concealer, I'm just going to go in and apply this anywhere that I have darkness or redness, so under my eyes and around my nose. Now we're going to apply a primer, and since we're going to be using cream shadows, this is essential to keep them from creasing. Now taking this Revlon Cream Eyeshadow Palette in Not Just Nudes. I love this because it has a little mirror, so you can apply it using your fingers and it has a mirror, and so you're just good to go no matter where you are. And I'm just going to be taking this lightest shade right here, and I'm going to apply it all over the eyelid, working it even up to the brow just to kind of make sure the eyes look very matte and not veiny at all. Now taking the next shade darker, I'm going to be applying that on the outer half of my lid. Then taking this matte medium brown, I'm going to apply that in the crease of my eye and on the outer corner, and I like to use my pinky finger to act as a blending brush because it's more precise and can really get into the hollows of the eyes. Next, taking the darkest brown, I'm going to get a tiny bit of that on my pinky finger and apply that just to the outer corner of my eye, and really make sure you blend it out so that there are no harsh lines. Then taking the lightest shade again, we're going to apply that to the center of the eye and then from there into the inner corner just to brighten things back up. Now taking a black pencil eyeliner, I'm just going to line along my upper lash line, and it's really up to you what sort of a line you want to do. I like to do mine pretty thin, but then do a tiny little wing at the end, so it's whatever will fit your eye shape best. Now taking that darkest shade again, we're just going to blend it very lightly into the lower lash line. Now curl your lashes. And using that same black liner, just line your tight line. Finish off with a couple coats of your favorite mascara. And those are the finished eyes. Onto the face, we're going to start with this really pretty hot pink blush. I guess it's actually fuchsia colored, but I really like it, and I like that it comes with its own mirror. So just apply that using your fingers and using patting motions all along the cheeks. And this blush actually doubles perfectly for a lipstick. Start, as always, by priming your eyes. Now taking this $1 e.l.f. eyeshadow quad. Now taking that shimmery lilac shade, I'm going to get that on an angled eyeshadow brush and apply that all over the lid. Now taking this bright white color, I'm going to apply that in the inner corner. Then taking a highlight, I'm going to get that on a big fluffy brush and just apply that under the brow bone. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes. And then taking a black gel eyeliner, I'm going to get that on a small angled brush and just tightline my eyes. Then take whatever's remaining and apply it on the outer quarter of your lash line. Finish off with a couple of coats of your favorite mascara. For cheeks, we're just going to keep it really simple with a nice rosy blush. I'm going to take that on a big fluffy blush brush and apply that right up to the apples of my cheeks. Now taking actually that lilac shade again, I'm going to apply that using my fingers as a sort of highlight, so you get some kind of purple shimmer, very subtle but really pretty. Now taking this crazy looking purple lipstick from MAC, I'm going to just dot that onto my lips, and then using my finger, blend it out. I think it's fun to leave it like this, but if you want to tone it down, just top it off with a neutral gloss. To vamp this look up for nighttime, take the same quad but select that dark purple color and apply it using your finger to the outer half of the eye. Next, taking this lighter shimmery color, just apply that to the inner corner to brighten it up again. And taking this dark black, get that on a pencil brush and apply that to the crease. Now taking a mix of the dark purple and the dark black on our pencil brush, we're going to make sure to tap off any excess because you don't want fallout and apply that into the lower lash line. Now taking a clean blending brush, we're just going to blend out that crease color because you don't want any harsh lines. Next, apply a highlight using a fluffy brush, just under the brow. Then curl your lashes, and taking a black gel eyeliner on an angled brush, we're just going to apply that to our upper lash line and along our lower waterline. Now finish off with several very, very thick coats of your favorite mascara for big, big lashes. And those are the finished eyes, nice and smoky. Next step is to powder your nose and anywhere else that's shiny because you want your face to be nice and matte. Then taking your fingers, just kind of pat your cheeks to add some color. This is a simple way to get a nice glow without adding blush. Now taking two different lipsticks, this first one is a Victoria's Secret one and it's just a very classic nude. I'm going to apply that. And then taking a more pink champagne color, I'm going to apply that over top just to give a more natural look. And that's the finished look.